Welcome to another episode of the Bubcast. My name's Billy Showtime Corsetti, and my guest today is Matt Duck. What's up, Matt?
Living the life, brother. Living the life.
Let's talk about some NFL. What do you think about the Eagles after their last game, in your opinion?
Well, I
17 yards of offense in the second half. What do you think about that?
I mean, they're gonna have to go 2,000 Ravens to win a Super Bowl this year because of the mess that Howie and Jeff created this year by allowing that idiot Nick Sirianni to pick his homeboy. Who have no idea what he's doing, calling plays.
Patullo?
Yeah, Kevin Patullo.
You know what I say at the end of that game? Josh Allen never misses receivers. He missed them.
Yeah, he did.
He was wide open.
Oh. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he just flat out missed them. But you know what? I mean, he can only put so much on a defense. I mean, they were constantly on the field in the last 2.5 quarters. They're going to wear down after a while. You know, Buffalo's offensive line's no joke. They're going to wear down after a while. And the fact that they held up and only held them to 12 points is honestly astonishing. To hold Josh Allen to 12 points is at home, or on the road, is phenomenal, especially when you have as incompetent offensive coordinator and head coach as you do in Nick and Kevin.
Do you like Jalen Hurts?
I mean, I do. He's good at what he's good at, and he's limited. There's no doubt about it.
You know what the Eagles remind me of? They kind of remind me of the Houston Texans a little bit.
Yeah, only,
both defenses are great, and they don't score a lot of points in either team.
No, they don't. I just think the only difference is that the Eagles underachieve because of the sheer amount of talent that they have.
Who do you think has a better arm, C.J. Stroud or Hurts?
C.J. Stroud. But that's not even close.
Did you see the two balls he threw last week?
Which one? Who?
The two bombs. No, Stroud.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, they have totally different arms. I mean, there's once in a blue moon where, Hurts can really, and I don't even know, listen, he doesn't have the strongest arm. I mean, I think anybody knows this. And there's obviously ways to gauge it, but I think a lot of it is, you won't see that arm come to fruition because, one, the windows aren't there, and the windows are there. He either doesn't trust his arm, trust his vision, or trust what he's seeing to throw too many receivers open or stick it through a window. Now, he did a couple times last week, but in the first half, Devontae had a catch where he stuck it through a tight window. I think AJ had a catch where he stuck it through a tight window, or maybe it was Dallas. But, yeah, I mean, listen, he's got a mediocre arm for the NFL. He's not particularly fast. He's decent out of the pocket, especially when he's much better, obviously, rolling to his right than he is to his left. He's atrocious to his left. He's a much better planned runner than he is a scrambler. But, he's serviceable. And with the amount of talent that they have, it just kind of enables him to be what he is and play to his strengths. Unfortunately, with the quality of coaching and I think the way that's affected also the offensive line, plus injuries on the offensive line, have, kind of required him to do a little bit more. And once you do that, it's not the best thing. But the best thing about him is that he doesn't turn the ball over. which is great because that gives you a chance.
Look,
It's
like
not always going to
look,
that way, but it gives you a chance in every game.
look, like I told you, if the Eagles just got to manage their offense, if they can score like 20 to 25, I think they'll win some games.
If they score 25, they'll win every game, just about.
20, around there, 20 to 25. I think because when you go against guys like, let's put it this way, the Rams right now they're matched up with, and I think they can beat the Rams. But that's gonna Rams have a good offense, but you can't keep your defense on the field all second half.
No, that's the problem, and it's a huge problem right now. You can only run off tackle. Cam Jurgens has been awful this year. How he made the Pro Bowl is it's like when Bobby Berry won a Gold Glove. It was just a joke. He's constantly getting beat and letting guys through and not setting protection. I'm sure a lot of it's injury. I mean, you don't just forget how to play. So he's banged up. There's no doubt about it, but we don't know how to coach around that, which I don't understand how you've made it to the NFL and you don't understand certain coaching principles, but that's the situation that we're in, and I don't think it's going to change until next year. So,
do you think the Eagles play their starter Sunday?
Yeah, and they have to, because although I think the Bears are going to beat the Lions, I mean you have to, and they play at the same time, I believe, as the Lions and Bears. So if, they see at some point that the Bears are up by 3 scores, maybe you take them out, but I don't know. I think it'll be all for naught. I don't see a motivated Bears team losing to the Lions as they're currently constructed.
That was the best game I seen Caleb Williams play all year.
I'll tell you what, just shows you what coaching can do. I mean, he's got talent, obviously. He's got a great arm. He's mobile. But, man, coaching helps so much.
You think Ben Johnson was a good hire?
Yeah. They went from Matt Eberflus to Ben Johnson. Were they win 4 games last year? Were they 4-13?
Yeah, something like that.
So 11-5? Most likely 12-5? Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, they won here on the road. Albeit with, a banged-up Jalen Carter in the middle of that defense, but in the middle of that line. But, they're a good team. The Niners are a scary team, and they were another foot of air under that throw away from knocking off the Niners in San Fran. So, listen, I think the Eagles' defense is the best in football for a second straight year. Them and the Broncos and Houston, those three are clearly the 3 best defenses. Eagles' defense is by far, I think, the best defense in the NFC. I have no idea what's going to happen. They can lose by 7 to the Niners, or they can win by 14 to the Niners, or the Rams, or the Bears.
You know what the problem is? You don't know what Ram team you're going to get. Monday night, Stafford threw 3 picks.
I mean, they brought their best.
I know.
Falcons against the Eagles.
Falcons are just playing good ball right now. I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
So are the Saints. With who? Tanner Shock is running their offense.
I know. They caught the Falcons at the wrong time.
I mean, Kirk Cousins got these boys playing well, and I don't think he's going to be the starter next year. Do you?
No, I don't. I guess it's going to be Michael Penix Jr., but I don't see much out of him either. But you never know. Listen, coaching. I mean, how many quarterbacks have we said? Oh yeah.
You know what? Since Tampa Bay's lost like 4 in a row, they need to beat Carolina and need the Falcons lose to the Saints, which I don't see happening. Do you?
No, I don't see that. Although the Saints have won 3 in a row.
4.
4. Yeah, so who knows? Dude, good coaching just... Listen, 2 years the Eagles have had good coaching.
Do you wish the Eagles had more back?
Oh, absolutely. We'd probably win another Super Bowl. We'd probably repeat.
Do you think if you had more, you would have lost to the Broncos?
No. They wouldn't have lost to the Broncos. They wouldn't have lost to the Cowboys. So we'd be, at minimum, 13-3 right now, vying for a 1 seed. So, yeah, who else did they lose to? They lost to the Giants, which that was just a bad game. They probably would have lost it. Bears just kicked our ass.
But you didn't score that game.
They wouldn't have lost against the Chargers either. So they'd be 14-2 right now, going for 15-2. Honestly, they probably could rest their starters because they'd have the 1 seed locked up. So yeah, that's where we're at.
You think the Broncos got lucky against them?
They got lucky in the fact that we have horrible coaching on the offensive side of the ball.
You know what it is, Matt? Denver just has good coaching.
Yeah.
Sean Payton's a good coach.
Yeah, and Nick Sirianni's not, and Kevin Patullo should be working at Lowe's.
It was Patullo versus Vance Joseph who won that battle.
Yeah, well, honestly, he was winning in the first half. Second half came, Vance made his adjustments. Well, that's all she wrote.
People are saying Vance is going to be a head coach again. What do you think?
Listen, he's better as a coordinator. Just stick as a coordinator. I mean, obviously, if you're going to get that money for a couple of years, you got to do what you got to do. He's always going to get a defensive coordinator job. But, if you want to go through that turmoil, fine. But, man, I'd much rather be a coveted defensive coordinator making a couple million, $3-4 million a year and knowing I'm always going to have a job. But I guess I'll always have that job anyway. You can only make head coaching money so often,
So you look at the NFC playoff picture. What do you think is going to happen with Seattle, the 1 seed? Right now, Eagles playing the Rams. San Fran's the 5 seed playing Carolina. What do you think so far of the seeds? And the Bears playing Green Bay right now.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, who would win your first round?
Seattle's got the bye.
Yeah, they got the bye.
The Bears, I think it goes right. All the favorites are pretty much going to win. I think.
You think Eagles beat the Rams?
Yeah, I think so. And then it's the Niners and Niners and Panthers.
Who would you have? Yeah, who would you win? Niners or Panthers that game?
I think the Niners are steamrolling.
Unless you have Seattle right now, yeah, and then you would.
Yeah, if the Niners beat.
Yeah.
If the Niners win a division, then it's the opposite, and I think either way. Look what just happened. Seattle just went to Carolina, and it was a close game for a big portion of it.
Seattle's got a good defense, man.
They do, because he came from Michigan. What do you expect?
What, the defensive coordinators at Seattle from Michigan?
No, Mike McDonald's ahead.
When Jim Harbaugh went to the Chargers, didn't he take his defensive coordinator with him?
Yeah, Jesse Minter.
Was he good?
Yeah, he's the best defensive coordinator in college football, and he's been one of the top 2 or 3 coordinators in the NFL since he got there last year. So
I probably got. Let's see. You got Seattle with the bye, 2 versus 7. Got the Bears beating the Packers, 3 versus 6. I guess I'll take the Eagles over the Rams, 4 versus 5. I'll probably take San Fran.
Yeah.
And then
I know. Then it would be San Fran, Seattle, and us and the Bears.
Then I'll take Then I'll probably take, in that one, I'll take San Fran beating Seattle. And then Eagles beating the Bears.
And then San Fran comes here again for the NFC Championship.
Yeah, right there. That's right. Because you're high right now. Who do you got?
Listen, if the Eagles find their way into the NFC Championship, I don't think anybody beats them.
I don't know. I could see.
If it's at home. If it's at home.
I mean, I could see the Eagles losing to the Rams, so I just picked the Eagles right now, but I want to see how they look. Rams could easily move up to the 5th seed.
Yeah. But I'll say this: if the Eagles somehow find a home game in the NFC Championship, I don't think anybody wins. Comes in here and wins. And if they're able to get to the Super Bowl, I don't know that anybody beats them in the Super Bowl either. It's just a matter of getting through those first 2 rounds.
Then I guess San Fran Eagles. I don't know. I guess Eagles, but we'll see. They're not impressing me right now. I just picked them for now. We'll see.
Yeah, who knows? I said the Eagles can easily beat anybody, and soundly. They could beat anybody by 10 points or more, by 2 scores or more. And they can also lose to anybody.
And I believe Denver can do the same thing.
Yeah. But do you think Denver could lose to anybody though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe Denver can lose to anybody. Denver hasn't really look. Everyone says Denver hasn't played a hard schedule, but look at this. They haven't really. But look at this. Their first 3 games, their 3 for 5 was actually supposed to be not really the Colts because no one thought they were going to be where they were, and I know they choked, but that's beside the point. Their quarterback got hurt, so beside the point. No one thought the Chargers. All right, they lost to the Chargers, but they should have beat the Colts. Then they came back. They had a game against the Bengals, but no one thought Joe Burrow was not going to be there. When Joe Burrow was there, the Bengals were undefeated. Then they played the Eagles and beat the Eagles, and then they had the Redskins, and no one thought they were going to be hurt a lot. So they had a couple hard teams on the schedule, but a lot of the guys were hurt. Some of them. So I believe in this team. Now, for the AFC side, I probably got, Denver would have the bye. New England right now would play Buffalo, and I see Buffalo beating New England. 4 versus 5 would be right now, I think, Houston's. I think Houston's 5, right?
Do you think Buffalo's going to go into New England and win?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I really don't see that.
They already did in the regular season.
Yeah, I know. I don't see it happening again, though.
And then who's the 5th seed? Houston, right? Yeah, right? Chargers are 6. Yeah, because they beat Chargers and the Bills. So that would make them the 5th seed. And who wins? Who do you think wins out? Who wins, Baltimore or Steelers? Baltimore?
I think so.
So who would win, Houston or Baltimore? Baltimore, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might go with Houston.
That's a tight game. That might be the toughest game to predict.
I know.
In all the playoffs.
Houston, then we got, let's see, Bills go in the New England. Then we got 3 versus 6, which is Jacksonville versus Chargers. And I got Jacksonville winning.
So do I. The way Trevor Lawrence is playing right now, the way Travis Etienne's there, and the way their defense is playing right now, yeah, I don't think Chargers have a chance.
Then I got Bills versus Denver. I got Denver beating Josh Allen's head in.
Yeah, I think Denver would play New England.
Not that round. They would play.
No. I mean, eventually, I think Denver's going to want to play New England.
They would play Houston. And then it looks like I got Houston. Imagine Houston playing Jacksonville. Who wins that one?
I think Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
I think their defenses are very similar to the way they're playing right now. And That's not even close. Who's got the better offense right now? So,
And then
honestly, you might see Jacksonville in the AFC Championship.
I'm not scared. I'm a little scared of Jacksonville, but we'll
I
beat
would be.
What?
I sure would be. The way Trevor Lawrence is playing right now, it looks like when he was at Clemson.
I got
the year they won the national championship with him.
I think Jacksonville loses, and it's Denver Eagles for now. I guess we'll say that's just for now. I mean, it could be Eagles. It could be Denver could lose the first game. Eagles could lose the first game. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I think right now Jacksonville's the scariest team in the AFC.
I think Jacksonville and San Fran are the two scariest teams of football right now. But, that being said, the one thing that in the NFC the Eagles have going is they have the nastiest defense in all of football right now. So it's like,
does this defense remind you a lot from last year?
Yeah, it does now.
Which defense?
At the beginning of the year.
Which defense is better, you think?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now, I think this defense is better.
Than last year's?
Yes.
Last year's was disgusting.
Do you know what they've been doing over the last 8 weeks?
Yeah, I know what they've been doing.
Yeah. Over the last 8 weeks, they're statistically better in almost every category.
Than last year's?
Except for turnovers. Yeah, than last year's defense, yeah. I mean,
Eagles defense is going.
The only thing they've done is given up more yards than they did last year. They've given up more passing and rushing yards. But over this last 8 games, it's cut down drastically. But I think last year they were number one scoring and yardage defense. They gave up 18.1 points a game last year. This year they've given up 18.8. So it's like,
Eagles defense is going up, and Denver's defense has been terrible over the last couple weeks.
Well, you never know, man. Maybe they find it in time for the playoffs.
They've been giving up. I think they gave up like 10 touchdowns in the last 4 games. That's not good.
Yeah, you don't think Patrick Surtain repeats this year?
No, I think it's going to Myles Garrett.
Yeah, it's definitely going to Myles Garrett.
They were talking about Nick Bonito, but then Myles Garrett just took off out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a shame he's not going to.
They were talking about Nick Bonito breaking the record, and then Myles Garrett just went like this to him. Shoop!
Yeah, well, he's not. The Steelers made sure he didn't get the 16-game record.
How'd they do that?
Because they didn't give him a chance to. They just got rid of the ball constantly before he could even get pressure on him.
So what happens if he gets a sack this week?
I mean, he'll have the overall record for a season, but it won't be the 16 game.
Is that why they did it for T.J. Watt?
Well, no. What's the name? Strahan still has a 16 game.
Was he on the Strahan? He played for the Steelers, right?
No. Giants.
Giants.
Yeah, he broke that in 2001.
T.J. Watt, he has 22 sacks this season, doesn't he?
This season?
No, or 21. T.J. Watt, I know, is up there, too, on the list.
Yeah, he's up there.
He was like 22 or 21.
Yeah, he didn't have the same year this year.
I know. He was like at 6 or 7 sacks. Yeah. You think T.J. Watt plays Sunday, or you think he needs to?
I think he better. If not, I guess bye-bye.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with Metcalf. Fucking dummy. Punched a fan.
I know.
I mean, I don't think...
That doesn't help.
I don't think Metcalf's that good, but I think the Steelers are idiots anyway, because I think the Steelers should have never signed Rodgers.
I mean, probably the best option they would have had this year.
It's called do what a bunch of teams do, dude. It's called try to get a quarterback.
Oh yeah.
There's some good quarterbacks with good arms coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Mike Tomlin could get much out of a quarterback.
Yeah, no, but you're every team in that division has a young stud. You're gonna have to find a young stud of your own to compete in that division. Or they can go with
you think the Browns have a young stud?
I'm talking about the other two teams. I don't know about Sanders, dude. He's streaky. He looks pretty good.
He's not a stud.
I'm not saying he's a stud, but he looks pretty good from time to time. You got to give him time.
Dylan Gabriel played a lot better than he did.
But they like Sanders.
Oh, of course they do. I don't know why, but they do.
Would you start Sanders or Gabriel? Look, it was a matter of time you had to start Sanders because Gabriel wasn't really – he was starting to struggle, so he had to switch. And then he got hurt, so they kept Sanders in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either is your future.
You think Deshaun Watson coming back's their future?
Yeah, no. I think you have more of a future there than Deshaun. No, I don't think so.
Do you like Bo Nix?
I do. I don't like it. His haircut's horrible, but you know.
Do you like your boy J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah. I just think he needs better coaching and a real offensive line.
Do you think the Vikings are going to get rid of him?
Who, J.J.?
Or give up on him or no?
I mean, I think they would be completely foolish to do that. They don't have anything better, one, unless, you know, listen, if they're able to go get Joe Burrow, that's a different story. But
does Joe Burrow really want to be traded?
I don't know.
Why would he want to leave a team with Chase and Higgins?
Well, why would he want to not come to Philadelphia, you know?
Why would the Eagles trade for Joe Burrow? They got Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine Joe Burrow in this offense and then having this defense?
And then when you face Bo Nix, you'll really be scared in your straps.
I know. Instead of beating the Broncos by 25, we're only going to beat them by 15.
Because Bo Nix is going to shred that defense apart.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Joe
Burrow, can you, if Joe Burrow was the quarterback of the Eagles right now with the defense that we have, what do you think would happen?
Probably go to the Super Bowl again.
You think they'd win?
What?
You think they'd win?
I don't know.
If somebody put a gun to your head.
No, I'm still going to say the Broncos, buddy.
No, you're not, because you don't want to get your head blown off.
Dude, I'm telling you how it is. I believe the Broncos can beat any team in the league.
Not with a Joe Burrow-led Eagles.
Still believe they can beat any team in the league.
No, they would probably go 16-1 and then win the Super Bowl.
I'm not saying the Broncos will win that game, but I still think they can.
No, you're smoking crack.
I'm not smoking crack.
Oh, you're definitely smoking. You're sitting there with your workout machine, sitting in your chair, watching Maxey carry an awful Sixers organization.
Sixers might win. The Sixers might go to the chip this year.
Yeah. Embiid hobbling up and down the court.
Dude, Embiid's been hot lately, dude. He's been dropping over 20 every game he's played.
Yeah, how many has he been giving up by not being able to rotate?
That I don't know, but he's been scoring. Sometimes you got to give up what you score. And why is Bona out there? Bona stinks.
I know.
Drummond, I don't think Drummond's playing tonight. I don't think I've seen him.
Yeah.
But I also have not been really paying attention to who the backup center is either.
I mean...
Yeah, I never asked you. What do you think about... Have you watched this new Villanova coach yet?
Yeah.
Do you like this new squad?
Not bad.
Like I tell you, Lyles and Lewis, I'm really impressed by.
Yeah.
And who's that new dude in the middle? Duke Brenner? He's pretty good.
Yeah, the only time they didn't look good is when they went up against Michigan.
Ugh,
But Michigan's
not
beating everybody.
not many teams. I think if we play them again, we can beat them. I think it was our first time. This coach will make adjustments. Trust me.
Yeah, Dusty May's a hell of a coach.
I know. I like Willard. Do you?
I do. I think.
Did you like Kyle Neptune?
No, not at all. No, that was the worst possible choice to take over for Jay.
They should have asked Jay, who do you want to be the coach?
Yeah, you would think. You would think they should name the university after Jay Wright. They should also ask him, like, who should take over. And unless he said, "Hey, Kyle Neptune's the guy," I don't think so. But
Do you know the Villanova has a 7'1" center on their bench for next year?
Yeah.
He's redshirted, so he can't play.
I know. I wonder if he's got any Daniel Chefu in him.
Why do you think they're redshirting him this year?
Because he's not going to get the minutes.
Because you think
you
think there's guys better than him?
Yeah, I mean,
he's 7'1". All you got to do is put him under the basket, don't you?
I mean, unless he's not physically ready to go or he doesn't have the skills yet, I have no idea. I haven't seen him play. I haven't seen any high school.
They play tomorrow. They play tomorrow against DePaul.
Well, that should be a win.
If they lose that game, then there's problems.
I mean, you don't want to see that trend start to happen.
Nah, they'll beat DePaul.
I mean, they should.
I'm counting the game for when we play UConn.
I miss that old rivalry.
Villanova UConn?
There was nothing like it.
It's coming.
Especially when they played at Wells Fargo.
It's coming back.
Yeah. Need it.
Because we're going to smoke Hurley. Dan Hurley wants to get physical. Well, guess what? We're bringing the heat, Hurley!
One of the best coaches in all of college basketball.
People can say he's as good or as good as Jay Wright.
Oh, absolutely.
He might be, if he wins in the championship, he might be better than Jay Wright.
No, he's got, I think he's got a little bit easier recruiting path, but, listen, what Jay Wright did at a small school like that, 2 titles, 4 Final Fours, got screwed against North Carolina in 2005. Would have gone to the Elite Eight. Who knows after that?
I think
probably could have beat. What's that?
Probably could have beat who?
Probably could have beat Illinois on the way there.
Probably could have beat. Honestly, we probably could have beat Kansas a couple years ago if Moore didn't tear his ACL the game before, or Achilles, whatever it was.
Yeah, well, they couldn't rebound. They had no shot to rebound against them. You're talking about 2022, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his last year. Remember? That was the last year. Guess what? The last time Neptune. You know why I hate Neptune? Because the last time Villanova was in March Madness was the last time I was in Wildwood.
Yeah, I think there's a correlation there.
What?
No, that's not true. You went back the next year. Kyle Neptune's first year.
I did?
Yeah, 2023.
Oh, yeah, that was 3 years ago. How do you know? Were you there?
I was. I sure was.
Oh, yeah, that was the year when I was saying to my coach that I didn't like playing with this team anymore.
I remember that.
And now I'm on this team.
Yeah, sometimes the grass isn't always greener, my friend.
This team's not terrible. I like being the guy. But sometimes being the guy, is it all that much? Can I drop 20 a game?
Yeah, sometimes heavy lies the crown. You need a supporting cast.
You're not going to get a supporting cast, dude.
Well, then, hey, maybe you'll get within 20 miles of
maybe I'll
25 miles of Wildwood.
Maybe I'll get SpongeBob. You think he could play?
Listen, you get You might get like 35, 40 miles away from Wildwood. That'll be your consolation prize.
Do you think I can drop 20 a game?
I don't know, man.
I made a bet with my Mr. Beaver that I'll drop 20 a game, but the only reason I made that bet is because we bet lunch, but I always pay for lunch every time we go out anyway because he always pays for dinner. So if
I think you got a better chance of getting 10 boards a game every game.
I got to score, dude. For us to score, you know I got to score 20. 15 to 20. And we might still lose.
Yeah, are you going to try to score from out, at the key, the top of the perimeter, or are you going to try to score from in the paint on the boards?
In the paint, and I'll shoot a couple threes.
I don't know.
I'll probably try to shoot. We'll see how it works. If I hit the first three, if I miss the first three, I'll shoot a couple inside, and then I'll shoot another three. And then if I miss, then I'll probably eventually again shoot my third three. And then if I miss again, I might shoot a fourth three. And then if I miss, that's probably it.
Oh boy. Well, listen, you don't have anything to lose.
Nah, I might just take 1 3, and if I miss, then I'll go inside. Well, it depends. If I'm covered, I can't really shoot, but I can't. I don't want to take bad shots, so. No one usually covers me. They guard me like Ben Simmons. So would that be
you take that outside jumper?
Would that be a good thing?
Well, if they give you that outside jumper?
Yeah.
Gotta knock it down.
What if I miss?
Well, better get back on D.
What if you were on my team? Would we make it to Wildwood?
Yeah.
What if it was just me and you? What if it was just
got in shape?
What if it was just me? What if it was just me and you, and the rest of our team stunk?
I mean, so it's pretty much me and you and your current team. Yeah. I mean, I think we'd get there.
Would you pass?
Depends to who.
Would you pass to me?
If you're set up.
And you don't want me set up on the 3-point line?
Not too often, no.
Not too often?
No.
Maybe once in a blue moon?
Yeah.
If the game's on the line, can I take the game-winning 3? Or is that something
How much time's left?
About 3 seconds.
Oh boy.
Or are you gonna have to take or maybe you take the game-winning 3?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe I'm getting triple teamed. Who knows?
If you were on my team, am I getting double teamed anymore?
No.
You'll be the guy getting triple teamed?
Yeah. And then you better just knock down those shots, so.
If I miss those layups, you're going to say something?
Yeah, I might start elbowing you.
Like I elbowed Vince and threw his cranium into the wall?
I haven't seen him since.
Is he all right?
No one's seen him since.
Is he alive?
I'm gonna guess. Unless it was his wife texting the last time I heard from him.
When's the last time you heard from him?
Christmas, which was the first time in like 5 months.
You actually heard from him? Did you ask him if he was all right?
No, I figured he's not all right, so.
I put him through the wall?
He was sick, so.
He was sick? Would he have the flu?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll talk about one more topic, and then we'll call it. A couple things. What do you think about the Phillies off-season?
Next question.
No, we got to talk about it. Come on, dude. I'll ask you again. What do you think about Dabrowski? You could say next question.
Yeah, next question.
Now, what do you think about the Phillies off-season? World Championship next year?
You mean like 2027? Next year? Like the year after this year?
26.
No.
You know there's a lockout coming on after this year, right?
Yeah, I wish it would hit this year.
So that means there's going to be a lockout after this year, or we don't know?
If they don't... Yeah, well, I guess